Hi there, this is garyryanblair, and this message is dedicated to the non-conformists, to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the weirdos, the troublemakers, the round pegs and the square holes, the unorthodox ones who see and who do things differently, the ones who want to make their mark in the world. These are the people who choose to live on the wild side and who beautifully embody Dr. Seuss's quote, "Why fit in when you were born to stand out?" Theodor Geisel was an American writer, a poet, and a cartoonist who published children's books under the Dr. Seuss pen name, which he started using in 1927 as a joking reference to his father's wish for him to become a doctor. Geisel's rise is a story of triumph and simplicity and the direct response to a good old-fashioned challenge. So allow me to share the backstory. By the mid-1950s, Geisel had achieved a fair amount in his career, but nothing like what was to come. He had already published 13 children's books under the Dr. Seuss's pen name, and while the books had received critical acclaim, they experienced only modest sales. Around the same time, parents and educators began to fear that American children were falling behind their European counterparts in terms of their educational achievement. It was a widely held belief that they watched too much TV, and children's books were too boring to captivate them. Concerns about the poor state of early childhood education even became a national concern. In stepped William Spalding, then director of the Education Division at Houghton Mifflin Publishing. He too was concerned about the issue, but he was in a position to do something about it. Spalding had an epiphany and he approached Geisel with a challenge. Spalding had identified 348 words that first graders should know, and he challenged Geisel to write an imaginative and captivating book using only those words. Geisel initially considered the challenge impossible, ridiculous even, but he decided that it was a challenge worth pursuing. The resulting book, The Cat in the Hat, only used 236 different words, but those 236 words started a phenomenon. The Cat in the Hat was published in 1957 and became one of the best-selling children's books of all time. And within 3 years, the book had already sold over 1 million copies. And today, more than 50 years after publication, it remains a bestseller with more than 20 million copies sold. Now, emboldened by the success of The Cat in the Hat, Geisel took his austerity of words even further. Another publisher challenged him that he could not write a book using just 50 words. Geisel took on that challenge as well and delivered another iconic children's book which consisted of just 50 words. The title? Green Eggs and Ham. Nearly 25 years after his death, Dr. Seuss continues to dominate the world of children's books to an astonishing degree. And it all started due to his willingness to take on a big, challenging goal and make the impossible possible. So are you ready for a challenge? I ask that because I believe that Dr. Seuss's story is your story. As it's only by being challenged, by being tested, by being pushed to your limits that we're able to find out what we're truly made of and finally able to unleash our greatness. And not just physically challenged. We need intellectual, we need leadership, spiritual, relational, sales, and any other type of performance challenge that stretches us, that forces us to overcome adversity, that tests our character and commitment, and which inspires us to say adios to our comfort zone forever. So with the new year about to unfold, you must begin identifying the big, the bold, and the challenging New Year resolutions that push your limits and which inspire you to step up your game. In short, for you to make this the best year of your life, you must seek out and rise to the great challenges and the resolutions that you thrust upon yourself. And if that idea sounds exciting, then be sure to check out the 100-Day Challenge at 100daychallenge.com, and you'll be on your way to making this your best year ever.